Welcome, y'all. We back, y'all. We live and in full effect. All right. Listen, man. Your boy over here getting right, getting tight with the technicals along with the difficulties. Stand by, all right, because we got to make sure this live is coming at you right and tight, man. All right, what's going on? It's a Friday night, man. Y'all got nothing to do? Pull up on me, man. Hold on a second. Let's see what's going on. We got to talk about a few things. All right. There's a few things going on that we're going to talk about. First of all, hold on. Oh, is the audio right? Hold on, y'all. Here we go. Looks like the audio's right. First of all. Nice. All right. Listen, we're going to talk about a few things tonight, man. You know, it's a Friday night. You know what I mean? There's a few things going on right now in the news cycle. But if you guys remember the last time I left y'all, you know what I mean? I was going to tell y'all why I really dislike Ari Fletcher, whatever her name is. I'm going to give you a whole breakdown of why I really dislike this chick. This is the video I was telling you guys about. Actually, we'll watch the video in a second. Then after that, we got to talk about the American citizen, all right, who was arrested and detained by ICE immigration officials down there in Florida. Now, everybody relax because he's been set free, all right? It was harder for me to find that information, to be honest with you. I do find that a tad bit suspicious. But regardless, though, it's a very sticky situation, and we got to talk about how that makes me feel, y'all, because yo, man, your boy Breathe Easy ain't trying to take no shorts, man. They locking up American citizens, man. That's all I need to know. All right, that's all I need to know. One night in jail is too much. You understand? Old boy didn't even commit a crime. He was in the passenger seat. Somebody was speeding. Come on, man. So we got to talk about that. And then after that, I wanted to talk about this cop in Chicago. All right, we got a police officer in Chicago that's over here flirting with a detainee. They pulling people over and flirting with them, asking about their relationship status, trying to clap cheeks, bruh. I'm not lying. There's a whole body cam footage, man. This cop it's almost like they forget that they're being recorded, man. He over here flirting. I don't know what kind of Riz gang this is, but I don't know what's going on. So we gotta talk about it. I know the police officers be getting that thing thrown at them every other day because the lady's like a man in uniform, you know what I mean? So, oh yeah, and then Lizzo, we got to talk about Lizzo's posting thirst traps ever since she lost all that weight, y'all. All right, so we got to talk about that. Shout out to was I just about to say shout out to Lizzo? What the fuck? Yo, all right, man. Yo, listen, it's late, all right? It's late. It's almost my bedtime. All right, that's what's really going on. All right, so let's start off with oh yes, because this is where all right, let's start off with this Ari Fletcher shit, man. Big shout out to everybody in the oh yeah, they say Breathe Easy, don't read comments. Listen, man, Breathe Easy's in the comments, all right? We in the comments tonight. Whatever y'all gotta rap about, talk about. Listen, man, I'm gonna read it. It's the best I can, all right? If I gotta follow the words with my fingers, I'm gonna do it. All right, we're gonna read it loud and proud. All right, so boom. Last live, I told you guys it was I was doing a story about Bad Baby, and I was just like, ugh, I hate this chick. And she was with Ari Fletcher, which is another person who I really dislike. You know what I mean? Actually, I think I dislike her more. Actually, no, I dislike them both on the same level. But there's a video that's been circulating online that really shows the real, like, the reason why I dislike this girl. You know what I mean? This video right here, there's a few videos I'm gonna show y'all. So this video right here, the first video is her encouraging violence around her kid and playing it off and acting like it's nothing. And also, she not only does she encourage her kid to hit the man that she's with, she also is hitting the man that she's with. And then I'm going to show you another video of her telling you how much she loves aggressive men that don't treat her right. I'm trying to watch my words carefully because there's certain words that I'm trying to stay away from. But then after that, the third video I'm going to show you is a video of her crying to a police officer, letting them know that G Herbo had beat the crap out of her and how he's going to jail. So we got one video of her beating on her man and also encouraging her son to do the same. And then the last video of her is her crying to a police officer, telling the officer that G Herbo just beat on her. So technically, I'm gonna try and run through this or whatever, because I think this is like, I gotta get this off. You know what I mean? I gotta get this off. And then after that, we're gonna do everything else that I spoke about. Oh shit, can we? Oh, okay, no, that's already on YouTube. Can y'all see the screen? Y'all see the screen? All right, boom, 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 boom. We on the screen. Yes, please don't forget to like the stream, y'all. We're gonna get right into it. I told y'all we live every day this week. So let's see what's going on, man. This is Ari Fletcher right here, and this is the video I've been telling you guys about. This right here is disgusting. Let me do the audios and the technicals while we do this, man. Hold on a second.
Now fix it. Fix it.
What?
Fix it. Oh, I'm gonna knock your ass out.
Oh.
Fix it. Fix it. Fix it.
You're right. That's right.
Anyway.
That's how you fight?
No. I fight way harder.
Hold on. Are you guys paying attention? I hope you guys are paying attention. I was busy getting the technicals ready, but don't worry, we're gonna do a full video breakdown. So, old boy walks by the camera, right? And he knocks it down. Shorty playing around like, yo, boy, pick that camera up, right? You done knocked the camera down. No. Actually, no. It wasn't even that playful, as a matter of fact. A demon came out her eyes, as a matter of fact. Look at her face when old boy drops the camera. All right. Look at the masculinity. Like Shorty in a road rage incident right now. Look at her face. Look, fix it. Talking to him like he's her child, right? So boom, oh boy, like, who you talking to like that, bro? Like, I'm a whole man. What you gonna do? Bang. Closed fist. No. Do we see that? Is that how G Herbo hit her? Do you think G Herbo hit her like this? Hold on. Did you guys see the fist? Hold on. Boom. Look, Shorty like a professional boxer. Hold on a second, man. What they call Adrian Broner could never. Look. Boom. Closed fist. Hold on. Did y'all hear the sound? Did you guys hear it?
Fix it. Fix it.
You're right. That's right.
Anyway.
That's how you fight.
So boom, little kid witnesses it, right? Of course, come on, man. Little man know who to protect. Like, that's mama's boy. You understand? So little man see what's going on. He like, nah, I gotta come to the rescue. You feel me? Little man runs behind like, hey, yo, nah. Oh, no, he didn't. Mind you, he didn't even do anything, obviously. But, it's all fun and games. Listen, I understand that this is all fun and games or whatever, but it's just like, at what point does the fun get too much? You know what I mean? On one hand, y'all want me to take things seriously. On the other hand, we got videos like this. How many times do you think I'd be able to replay this if everything was switched around? If this was, what's her man? Yeah, if this was Moneybag Yo and Ari Fletcher was on the side and he was like, nah, fix it. And then he was like, bang, 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 bang on her shoulder. Yeah. I think I'd be able to get this off on YouTube like this. Yeah. Or like, do you think Mag TV would be able to post it like this without any restrictions? But I'm not even too upset about that. Like, you know what I mean? People like to joke. Listen, I like to wrestle, bro. I be wrestling. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, bro. You know what I mean? Wrestle. Little throw them on the bed real quick. Sit on them. You know what I mean? Like, yo, listen. I know what's up. So, but this is a little different. You know what I mean? Because the kid's around. All right, the attitude's a little different. You know what I mean? There's a sense of like a nigga, you better like just look at her face. You know what I mean? So it's just like the kids pick up on that. You feel me? But what makes it even worse is the fact that this is the same type of person. Actually, wait. Oh, you know what's funny? Wait, before I even go into that, she actually responded to this. And when I was looking, I never seen this response. I remember when the video came out. I remember being like, oh, damn, like, this is like fucked up. But then I never seen a response or whatever. So we're going to watch that response too, because we're about to watch it at the same time together. But anyway, so yeah, So little man comes over, starts beating on old boy because that's exactly what her mother's showing him to do. And what, you don't think that little boy gonna grow up and feel and grow up into like his father? Not like in the sense of like what G Herbo did, but in the sense of like, yo, listen, like he's already witnessed violence around him. You know what I mean? He's already witnessing this type of stuff on the body cam footage that I'm gonna show you. Though, actually, damn, should I pull this up now? She's holding the baby while she's screaming at Herbo. You know what I mean? So it's just like the little kid seeing violence, and after that, he's just like doing it again. And I feel like if you really care about what kind of man your son's gonna grow into, you shouldn't allow him to see that and to emulate that. Like, you should have stopped that. Look at her reaction. She's almost like proud. She's almost like proud when he does that. And you should see the comments online like, oh yeah, little man's protecting his mom. Protecting his mom from what? From seeing him when he goes to jail for DV? You know what I mean? Like when he goes to like protecting him, like in protective custody, like she put G Herbo in for doing the same thing. Hold on, let me let the video play because your boy getting. Hold on a second.
Fix it. Fix it.
You're right. That's right.
Anyway.
Look, it's like, okay then. That's my little man protecting me right there. You know what I mean? Not a don't stop, no stop, no, don't hit, none of that. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I think it goes deeper because, and this is why it goes deeper. Let me show you exactly why it goes deeper. So hold on, let me get out of here. So now that was the same woman y'all seen cooling, being on her man's shoulder, let her the kid do it too. And then now I want to show you this, right? This is something else that went viral. Is this it right here? Yeah. Look at this real quick. All right, y'all remember this? Y'all remember this right here? I just want to show you the toxicity real quick.
Right.
I'm not
She gonna shy. She gonna
like calling my manager like, yeah, bitch, book me a flight home. Fuck this nigga. You know, calling my mama, throwing shit, breaking shit, fighting, and then like, now you gotta stop me from leaving. But I was never going nowhere.
Oh yep, you a toxic
Like,
one.
pull your gun out and show me like, bitch, leave. I wish you would walk out the door.
Right.
Like, I'm not.
She gonna shy. She gonna shy. She's from Chicago.
You
folks.
already pull your gun out. I'm gonna just sit down because I got a son. I'm not trying to die. I got a son. So I'm only staying because I got a son. I don't want you to shoot me.
That's the most Chicago shit I've ever heard in my life. I've never that.
So we're gonna leave. I'm gonna act like I'm gonna leave him, smash up this house, trash up the house, throw his clothes everywhere, slash up his tires, make him upset, make him want to get violent. You know what I mean? And then once he does show me violence, then that's gonna really show me, oh my gosh, like this guy really loves and cares about me. Like, you really pulled your gun out on me? Like, oh, now all right, y'all think it's a joke still, right? Like, come on, breathe easy. Like, she's just joking. Like, yo, come on, both of these are jokes, right? I bet. Hold that same joking energy real quick. I want you to hold that same joking energy, all right? Because if that's a joke, right? If it's okay for her to say, yeah, I like to antagonize my men to the point where they get violent. You know what I mean? It's just all joke. So can somebody explain to me this right here? Let's talk about this right here. Can y'all see the screen? Look at this.
I'm getting my son, bitch. I'm not gonna touch you.
Give me the child.
He beat the fuck out of me clear as day. My ass hurting and black. I'm beat the fuck up. Ain't no to say to when his ass going to jail. It's over with, bitch. You done.
Go inside. I'll be in there in a minute, okay?
Stupid. Oh, hey, you a dumbass.
Go inside. Go inside.
Wait, I thought you wanted him to show that he loves you. Wait, hold on. Wait, is that the same baby? Hold on, wait a minute. Is that the same baby that was hitting on the new father after the mother showed him how to do it? In the first video, you remember the joke, right? That the thing that was a joke before. Should I laugh at this? Should we put laughing emojis in the comments right now? Hold on a second. No. And then my problem with her is like they put her at this like I don't know why she's, and also I have a problem with why she's like she's just famous because she's just popping out babies. You know what I mean? And she's with men that make her relevant. You know what I mean? So you got a woman whose only relevancy are the men that she's with, and not only that, she's perpetuating not even, it's not even a stereotype. She's pushing a lifestyle to the public while still being successful when a man could never. And in real life, she's showing her kid how to be the same type of abuser, the same type of an abuser that she claims the kid's father is. So if everything should be taken lightheartedly when it comes to Ari Fletcher, when it comes to her, saying that she likes a man to pull a gun out on her, and if we're still supposed to make this woman relevant even after she, beats on a man in front of her kid, and then the kid does the exact same thing, we're supposed to act like it's all fun and games. So shouldn't we act like this? Like technically, she just wanted G Herbo to show him how much he loved her, right? Hold on a second, man. Do you not think he loved her enough? Hold on, look at this.
Inside.
Stupid ass. Stupid. And bitch, I'm slapping your fat ass too for driving off in the car with my son.
Come on, go inside.
Y'all know not to play with me. I see y'all drop wop off with y'all little gun too, huh?
Go inside.
Dumbass.
You see, she doing all the aggression. This girl, I'm an artist, man. I do music, bro. I pay fucking 6 figures a year on him. IRS transcripts. I don't fin through the back gear. As soon as I come in, the girl get the charging at me and shit. She grabbed a knife. I took my son. I paid for everything in there. I replaced it. I broke everything in her crib. Start launching shit.
Soon as I get in there, the girl starts charging me with a knife and stuff. I don't even remember hearing about none of this. You know what I mean? Chris Brown, G Herbo. I heard about Chris Brown. Chris Brown told a story about Rihanna. And honestly, when you hear it, you're like, yo, bro, if what he's telling is true, we need to, like, I don't even know why I was mad at the nigga in the first place. Like, same thing. Like, oh, he's like, if you're being attacked, what are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? And this one got a knife. You know what I mean? But everything is cool. It's all fun and games until a man's getting his hands cuffed and put behind a car. You know what I mean? So it's just I hate everything that Ari Fletcher represents. I really, really do. But you know what though? Another thing though, even though I hate everything Ari Fletcher and the type of women like her, what they represent, I also hate the fact that these men put themselves in this position. And honestly, bro, y'all kind of deserve it. Like it's almost like, yo, bro, like if she's telling you, yo, bro, like if she's that toxic and you're still sitting there dealing with it, knowing that you're a rich millionaire, you got everything to lose, it's almost like, yeah, bro, do you even deserve the success that you have if you're willing to just put it in this much jeopardy? Like you're willing to impregnate somebody that has nothing better to do than to destroy you and suck the fame and life out of you and build her own self up. It's almost like, damn, my nigga, like it's like seeing somebody playing in traffic, like playing in a highway. It's like, yo, what did you think was gonna happen? So it's just like, although it's just like I dislike everything she represents, but she's only empowered by the men that accept her. You know what I mean? Ari Fletcher and Bad Baby and the people that act like them, they are only empowered by the men that accept them. You understand? And so when these men take a man, put him on a pedestal, and after that, it's funny because I don't know what it is. I think it must be like a kink thing. I don't know. I could never wrap my head around it, but it's just like, because of the influence and the money involved, and it's just like a socialite type of thing. You know, a lot of other people feel like that's the way to go. You know what I mean? Which I don't really hold them responsible for that, because I think everybody needs to be responsible for their own thing. But the main thing for me is just like what she represents. You know what I mean? I just don't see why she's popular, why she's famous, or why she get to get away with stuff like this. When G Herbo's sitting in the back of a police car for doing the exact same thing that she said that she wanted men to do, to show them that they love her. You know what I mean? So it's just like, and then it really degrades the situation for women that go through DV, to be honest with you, because although it's like, I can see that she's just a super toxic person, and and the men, and whatever, she's super toxic, but it's just like, you know, a character like that being that popular with a video like this circulating around with the stuff that comes out her mouth, somebody could easily like be like, whatever to her situation, or maybe others, you know what I mean? They might chuck it up to, oh, maybe there was like an Ari Fletcher or something like that. She's an example of, she's an excuse for a lot of people. You understand? And it's wrong. You know what I mean? Like how is it that the same women that are upset or that get harmed by DV situations are the same women that would prop her up? I really wanted to pull this up on the Shade Room. The comments is just like hearts and like, oh, how cute. It's just like, really? Like y'all think this is cute? Y'all think that is cute? All right, fine. So how about this? Is this cute right here? Her carrying the baby, crying, talking about, oh, he beat me. Look, is this cute?
He and they in the white Tahoe truck.
Side note, I like how she told the police officers, oh yeah, and y'all be riding around with them guns, as if you didn't know that your man had guns. So now it's like, okay, I really want you to go to jail, because the guns were never a problem, because you knew he had the guns. So the only reason why you would say that to police officers is to put the father of your child in jail. You know what I mean? And it's just like, yo, it's just, I'm telling you, man, like everything that woman represents. And you know, it's funny, she's starting to look, I'm glad the surgery's fucking her face up anyway. She's about to, like, whatever. Her face is, actually, you know what? Actually, that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the, because I didn't see the apology. I didn't see the apology video. But I remember skipping through it and be like, oh my gosh, her face looks like Johnny Bravo. Can y'all see this? So I'm like, her relevancy is gonna go out of here. But this is where my I don't like to say hatred. It is kind of like, I don't hate her. I don't know her enough to hate her. But like the truth, if I saw her on the street, bruh, I wouldn't do anything. But ain't nobody, you know what I mean? It's just like, ugh, like I'd give it one of them eyes. But all right, let's see her response to the backlash of people. Oh God, this video is long. All right, let's see what she got to say.
Boy, say his name. I might say his name once in a while, but I be doing whole story times and talking. A motherfucker be literally sitting right here. I don't have, and the one time I do, playing, oh, it's so toxic. Oh, they back together. Oh, they broke. Shut the fuck up. Okay. When I tell you La La Land, bitch, I mean La La Land. Okay? We don't care. I swear to God, we don't care. Then, I never even hit him one time. If you think that I could even pinch that big ass human being, you're off your fucking rocker. Okay? Even if I was to probably ball my fists up and punch them, like, maybe in the face it'll hurt, but like anywhere on that motherfucking body, that shit probably tickle. You know how little I am compared to that humongous giant? Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you know what's funny about that? If he were to give her just a little bit of a pinch, as she says, the same way she's using his size to validate her abuse is the same way he would still use his size, I mean, to validate her abuse. It's like you can't win either way. It's like, oh, he's too big for me to hurt him, but then it's like, oh my gosh, do you see how big he is? Look what he did to me. You know what I mean? So it's just like you see the logic here? You see the logic? And then, but you know what though? I'm watching this video and I'm watching her demeanor. It's just like, nah, all of you men, y'all deserve this. Everybody that put escorts on pedestals, that's the only problem. When you guys put escorts on pedestals, this is the result. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, y'all deserve it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's just because if anything, you're messing the game up for everybody else. You know what I mean? Not really, because these are, you know, if anything, actually, you know what? There's a debate. Okay, are they messing up the game for everybody else by giving these false standards, or are they actually helping the game by letting these? Because before they used to have to hide the bullshit. Like a lot of these trashy chicks, they used to have to hide it. But now it's just like a lot of these dudes are empowering the bullshit. So it's like, because now they're wearing it out in the open, it almost kind of makes it better, because then you're just like, oh, she's one of those, I'm good. You know what I mean? But regardless, though, it doesn't even matter. It's just funny about the size thing. He's too big for me to hurt, but he's way too big for him to hurt me. Like for him to not hurt me. Yeah, that's what it is. All right, she's not even saying much, to be honest with you. Oh my gosh, her face, that's crazy. And I used to, bro, she used to look good. I can't even though I'm saying all this, bro. Like, not now. I don't know what she's doing now, but like back in the day, you know what I mean? She's a little jiggly, but it's just like, no matter what. That I remember that was the first time I started to say, I used to think Ari Fletcher was so pretty until she started to talk. Until I heard her talk, and I was like, oh wow, she's hideous. Hold on.
Okay. Like, I am this big compared to a huge man. He ain't think about me. Trust and believe. Ain't what I.
Wait, my bad. They say breathe easy, don't read the comments. My bad. Hold on a second. Hurricane JW's in the building. What up, Hurricane? She's a loony bin. Exactly, bro. That's what I think, for real. But you know what, man? Somebody like it. Somebody like it, man. Jill of all Trez says you can see the delusion in her eyes. Yeah, yo, you think she's intoxicated? I don't know what she's on. She might be on something. I'm not sure exactly. I don't know. Yeah, it's like the whole I don't know, La La Land. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of pink cocaine running around this mug. Hold on a second.
I tell you, so not phased. I would have to pick up a hammer, something, baby. Please. Somebody's sending me something.
All right, this isn't a response, because you know what? There couldn't be a response. Hold on.
I can't even explain it. It's like sometimes like I don't go on like read comments on blogs and no shit like that.
All right, no, yeah, I definitely don't got time for that. That ain't a response, because there is no response. My baby mama was on my wake up call. I've been in Cougar Town smashing to Law and Order reruns nowadays. That's hilarious. My baby mama was my wake up call. I'm in Cougar Town smashing the Law and Order reruns now. That's hilarious, man. Hey, man, that's how you gotta keep it, man. You know what I mean? Because it's like, but you. Oh, okay. Wait. So yeah, I'm glad you had your wake up call, and I think a lot of these men need a wake up call. You know what I mean? And good. And luckily for you, it wasn't too late. But a lot of these men is just like, these are the same type of women that they fight over, beat on, go to jail over, murder other people over. You know what I mean? And it's just like, wake up calls too late. You know what I mean? You kill somebody for a woman like this, it'll probably take you 6 months in jail for you to realize that she was, if that, 3 months, 2 months, a month, a day, actually. You know what I mean? Once you start getting them stories that she's messing around with the type of people that with anybody else, then you'll know. You know what I mean? And by that time, the wake up call is too late, man. So boom, that was okay. Damn, that was a half hour. All right, bet. That's why I don't like Ari Fletcher and everything she represents. And yeah. Anyways, so boom. So we're doing, oh yeah, the American citizen. Let's switch gears. Let's switch gears. So there's an American citizen, all right. He was in Florida and he got detained. Okay. He got detained by, oh shit. Hello? Oh, that was weird. All right. Hold on a second, y'all. The screen totally went blank. Bam. All right. So we got an American citizen by the name of Juan Carlos Lopez. All right. And he was detained by federal agents, and they accused him of crossing the border illegally. This is him right here on your screen. Can you guys see this? Are we live? All right. Looks like we're live. This is him on the screen. All right. I'm going to find a video to go along with this. But in the meantime, so we got a US born man charged this week with being an unauthorized alien in Florida, has been released after spending a night in jail on a 48-hour hold requested by the U.S. Immigration and Custom Enforcement amid the Trump administration's border deportation crackdown. Juan Carlos Lopez Gomez, God, how he's Spanish for. I was about to make a joke and be like, I see why they detained him, but that's not even funny now because that's probably the real reason why they detained him. That's, you know what? There's an irony in that actually. Hold on a second, y'all know I gotta focus on that. Like this is so bizarre. Like a year ago, that would have been a funny joke. Like, think about it. If somebody's like, if I, that's a joke I would make. Everybody knows my sense of humor. If somebody was like, hey, yo, breathe easy. This is my homie, Juan Carlos Lopez Gomez. Bro, the first thing out my mouth, depending on how cool he is, I'd be like, nigga, with a name like that, you better hope these niggas don't send you back. You got your green card, like something funny. But now that's a literal thing that's happening. Juan Carlos Lopez Gomez. Actually, no, let me read the article. So then you guys can make the decision. I don't want to, let me just read it straight through. All right. Juan Carlos Lopez Gomez, 20, was arrested Wednesday by Florida Highway Patrol when the car he was riding in was pulled over for speeding. He was riding in, not the driver. Remember that. According to the arrest affidavit and his attorney, Marquette Akbar, the American citizen born in Gardy County, Georgia, where he lives in the city of Cairo, was crossing into Florida for his work in construction in Tallahassee, about 45 minutes from home. Uncertainty stemming from a language barrier or even custom paperwork, Lopez Gomez filled out as a teen may be what? Uncertainty stemming from a language barrier or even custom paperwork, Lopez Gomez filled out as a teen may be factors in the Florida detention. His attorney and advocate told CNN as they try to understand what happened. Still, the case highlights concern over racial profiling and immigrants' rights, as the White House aims to vastly slow arrivals at the border and eject undocumented immigrants from children to suspected criminals. The judge weighs the legality of the mounting number of such cases. All right. So pretty much he was in a car, somebody speeding, they get pulled over. He doesn't know how to speak English. His name is super Spanish. So they automatically assume that this man is an illegal. So they request a 48-hour hold. And true, they find out that he is legally supposed to be in the country. And they release him, which is exactly what they're supposed to do. But let's not be mistaken here, all right? Normally, you need a reason to hold somebody in this country. You understand? And the fact that Donald Trump has made this the norm now, we all got to make sure that we all understand that this isn't supposed to be the norm. All right. If somebody is being suspected of a crime, you know, although you can say they held him, investigated, realized there was no crime and released him, but that shouldn't be the status quo. You know what I mean? That's not something that as Americans, you should feel comfortable with. If somebody's usually suspected of a crime, they need a really good substantial amount of evidence before they can hold you in custody for 2 days. You know what I mean? Request a 2-day hold on you. If it's not like no murder thing, no nothing like that. If you just a passenger in a car, bro, if you feel comfortable with somebody being like being able to hold you, and then to come to find out that you are a citizen, yo, that's scary. And like the thing is like I understand that technically these guys aren't breaking the law, but that's the problem. Like, this can't be the norm. You know what I mean? Like, they gotta be another way. Because I remember they sold this thing by telling us that, yeah, man, we going after the criminals. We trying to get the criminals out of here. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn about Juan Carlos Lopez trying to figure life out. You know what I mean? Until he does something criminal. That's just me personally. Some other people are like, yeah, man, if they're not supposed to be here, get them out of here. But this guy's supposed to be here. So it's just like the same people that want him to get out of here is just like, one, these resources aren't being used right, because they over here, you know, being used. How many? This is just the one that makes the news. How many other ones that don't make the news? You know what I mean? It's just like, and then also you could tell that it's emboldening a lot of racist people. A lot of, it's like, you shouldn't feel comfortable with somebody locking you up based off of this the what you look like or what your name is. You know what I mean? If that's a factor, bro, even if it's on some like, yeah, we're trying to stop illegals, then it's just like that's not good enough. You know what I mean? Like, I want them Ukrainians to get stopped just the same. You know what I mean? I want anybody else. So it's just like, because I know how this country works. You know what I mean? It's just a slippery slope, and this is exactly what I've been worried about. They got some dude in El. Actually, no, I heard some stuff about that dude from El Salvador though. That's another case. But anyways, like, yeah. So yeah, this isn't something that anybody should feel comfortable with. It should be a very, very high bar before anybody in law enforcement can take your freedom away. You know, anybody, but there should be a very, very high bar. You know, like, especially if that person isn't doing something criminal at the moment. You know, yeah, man, that's a fact. Hold on a second. Lopez Gomes, who speaks an indigenous language and is not fluent in English or Spanish, was arrested with two men under Florida law that took effect in February and was temporarily blocked April 4th by a federal judge who barred its enforcement until Friday. Court's records show it was not immediately clear why the suspended law was in play. What? Wait, what? Nah, wait a minute. Lopez Gomes, who speaks an indigenous language and is not fluent in English or Spanish, was arrested with two men under a Florida law that took effect in February and was temporarily blocked April 4th. What? What's today's day? The 18th. Who barred its enforcement until Friday. Oh, until Friday. Courts show it. It was not immediately clear why the suspended law was in play. Wait, was the law suspended when it happened? Wait, it was barred its enforcement until Friday. When did he get locked up? Yes, authorized 48-hour hold. When? Wednesday. He was arrested Wednesday. Oh, he was arrested Wednesday, but the law. So they let the law go through on Friday. Block April 4th. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, so here's what's going on in my brain. What it sounds like is there was a law that they tried to pass. They couldn't get it passed, but then they tried to pass the law. The law, a judge blocked it, but the federal government said, fuck it, we're gonna do it anyway. But then after that, it says Friday, the judge who's barred its enforcement until Friday. So then, okay, so it's bar. Oh, okay, so okay. So the law can't be acted upon until Friday, but they arrested this man on Wednesday. Yeah, come on, is that's what's happened? What's the law? I need to look into this before I start. What is the law? Represents plaintiffs, tortured, entering the state. Oh, the law touted by Florida's Republican leaders was designed to discourage undocumented immigrants from entering the state, then blocked after plaintiffs argued that it violated a constitutional provision that makes immigration enforcement a federal responsibility. Oh, Oh, so the state is trying to do it. Okay, and it's supposed to be a Fed thing. So they blocked it because they're like, nah, bro, this is a Fed thing. Y'all a state. You can't do this. Okay. The state judge in Lopez Gomez case this week verified the U.S. birth certificate and found no probable cause for charging him with crossing into Florida illegally. Court's records show, but said she couldn't have jurisdiction to release him because of an ICE hold. It appears immigration detainer was replaced, blah, blah, blah. Okay. It's called alien home for 48 hours. There's so many things going on here. ICE stated that they will place a detainer on both subjects before releasing removable alien. While no U.S. citizen is prior subject of the detainer, U.S. citizens has been mistaken subject for ICE. Okay, yeah, man. If these guys acted on a law that was suspended, that's a very big deal, and there should be some really big consequences to that. I almost want to look that up. That's such a big deal. Hold on, let me look that up real quick. Was that law suspended? That matters, bro. You got to think about it, man. You in a country where a judge can be like, nah, don't do this. And they'd be like, fuck it, we're going to do it anyway, bro. Everybody, we should all be shaking in our boots right now, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. Hold on a second. Let me just make sure before I I'm going on law. Yeah, I'm obviously. I'm not gonna find it right now. Suspended. No, I won't find it right now. I know I won't. They already knew that he was free to go. I think they wanted to put an innocent man in the system. He should sue the department, but they can't. You can't, and that's the problem. Everybody's that's saying sue. They pulled like a legal thing where they enact like a old law from like the 70s or something like that that technically makes this shit legal. So it's like we're living under wartime law right now. So it's like they can do shit like this, and you can't sue. They're technically still acting illegally. You know what I mean? Trust me, they're not going to be able to sue. I promise you. They're going to be like, nah, this was part of Trump's agenda. This was a special thing. I think it's like, what is it called? I forgot. There's a special thing that they did where it's just like, nah, you can't sue. This is like when you go to the hospital and they take out your lung when they're supposed to give you a new appendix or whatever. You can't sue. Still, this case highlights concerns over racial profiling, immigrants' rights, as the White House aims to vastly slow arrivals at the border and eject undocumented immigrants. Oh, that's him right there. That's him right there. Look at the mom. Happy that he's here. Yeah, man, like nobody in this country should feel comfortable with that. Nobody in this country. It's not that deep. You know what I mean? It's not that hard to are all the criminals gone yet? Did you guys pick up all the criminals? Is that what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, cause until then, this makes no sense. You know what I mean? Don't stretch yourself too thin. You know what I mean? This is horrible. This is horrible. Yeah, and I promise you, he won't be able to sue. I guarantee it, man. Damn, you right. The system is cooked, bro. It's a fact, man. All right, let's move on to something a little bit lighter, lighthearted, until I can find some on the sanctuary from advocates, ice scrutiny from area. Oh yeah, and you know what? I forgot. There's a bunch of people that's not on the news that are getting their whole shit's revoked. There's tons of students, hundreds. There's a bunch of them. I seen the videos on TikTok. It's like a bunch of people that are getting there that are just being told, nah, you got to go home. Like these kids, they're part of nothing. They're not a part of anything. You know what I mean? And they're just getting told to go home. But I guess the country has a right to do that. But it's just like, do we want that? Is that the type of country we want? Like, is this what y'all was talking about? I doubt it. I know this couldn't have been what y'all was talking about. There's no way, bro. There's no way. There's no way. Wait, what is this? Lopez Gomez, prime example of why anyone should care, because if it happens to Lopez Gomez, a U.S. born citizen, it could happen to anyone. Haitian Americans, Jamaican American, Venezuelan Americans, really any American, anyone born in America who has an accent. That's another thing too. It's just like, yo, think about all the crooked cops. Think about all of the crooked cops in this country. You don't think about all them kids. Y'all remember they had like a black site in Chicago where they would just take people and just go and like do crazy interrogations and just like, what makes you think that like these people won't just use this as a way to fuck with people? You know what I mean? Like, what makes you think that that won't happen? Because I don't see anything stopping them. I don't see anything stopping an officer who has like a personal beef, a personal vendetta. We've seen this happen plenty of times before. These police officers who like go overboard and go crazy. Like now they can take you and place you on a 48-hour hold and call it legal. And they, oops, we thought you was an illegal. You know what I mean? Like what? Like, how do I know? Actually, how do I know that that's actually Hurricane? You know what? You might be right. That might have been legitimately just a super racist police officer who was like, yeah, even though this guy's probably legal, but I can probably lock him up anyway and still get away with it. You know what I mean? Like literally, at this point, I like to think of things, optimistically, but at this point, I'm not putting it past that. I'm not putting it past the fact that, because we've seen them do way more for less. You know what I mean? Like we've seen them, like police officers can't get the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Not at all. You could never, not after what we've seen them do. So it's just like, after you see that and then you hear this, you're like, wow. And they're empowered by by the president, man. And it's just like, nah, bro, the economy could never be that good. You know what I mean? Not that it is anywhere near that right now, by the way. That's another thing. But regardless, though, it could never be that good for me to see some shit like that and be like, oh, they're not coming for me, never. You know what I mean? It's the dumbest shit ever. I'm not going to hold you. What happened to getting rid of inflation in a day? We still waiting. Exactly. Day one, he wanted to make sure TikTok was still operational. He wanted to make sure. I don't know how much TikTok paid him, but it must have been nice and hefty. I hope one day they look back and see exactly. I hope one day they expose it. But that's true. Day one, we're gonna reverse inflation. That's what he said. That's what he said. Day one, we're going to reverse inflation. We're going to do X, Y, Z. Meanwhile, American citizens are the ones getting locked up and students writing articles. You know what I mean? And they want to do thought audits. Literally, they're trying to audit people's thoughts in these schools. And day one, we're supposed to have, and like we niggas is still paying. My neighbors got chickens. They wake me up. They got roosters, chickens. They wake me up in the morning time, bro. Cause egg prices is too high. I'm thinking about getting some chickens myself. So, anyways, man, it's a sad story. I'm glad he got released. But yeah, man, this is why what's it called? Qualified immunity and all these immunity laws that make these people avoid consequences. It hurts us all, and nobody should be in support of that. You know what I mean? Because they will always have it's us against them mentality. You know what I mean? And you think they just talking about that Spanish person, Juan Lopez Gomez, but wait until they pull up on Hurricane JW. You know what I mean? Wait until they pull up on Jill of all trades or anybody, and then Breathe Easy. You know what I mean? Like it's coming, man. It's coming if it don't stop, man. I ain't gonna hold you. All right. And then Lizzo. Wait, how long we been on here? Oh, perfect. We on time in a day. Let's see. Lizzo. I want to talk about Lizzo. Wait, why did I want to talk about Lizzo again? Oh yeah. Ugh. Now, but I'm in a that was supposed to be more upbeat. I should have started off with that one. You know what? Hold on. Let's see what's going on these Instagram streets real quick, man. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't Lizzo. It was this. Okay, so I didn't see this full thing. I hate watching Instagram videos because I can't pause it. So I actually do have to let this go through. So let's see what's going on. Chicago woman leads a 40-mile police chase. Cops flirt with her after arrest and even offer to drop charges over TikTok clout. Oh, yeah, yo, I think I'm going viral on TikTok again. Come on now. It's your boy, man. Come on now. I don't know. You know what I mean? Listen, man.
A chase through the suburbs. Sky Fox captured the
Y'all know I be getting gassed up. All right, let's see what's going on. Woman was arrested after leaving. One officer mentioned his $180 salary and jokingly suggested dropping the charges. He also showed interest in her TikTok and Instagram account. All right, let's see what's up.
chase when it hit the Dan Ryan around 5:45 last night. Police say Ebony Collins was driving the car and was caught after she pulled over on the shoulder of the highway.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer. Having him or her present, right, while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford a high lawyer, you want to be appointed to represent you before the questioning if you wish. You understand those rights? All right. What's wrong with you? What happened? Why'd your back hurt?
It's gotten wild. Kind of cool though. What's your name, Ebony? How old are you? You're 27? You look like you're 22. Yeah, you do look young. You don't drive like you're young though. You drive like a fucking race car driver.
You drive stress-free.
You drive, yeah. Grab that auto over here. Done that before, or is this just a first-time skill? Beginner's luck?
A chase through the suburbs. Sky Fox captured.
Yeah, I got that impression. You remember us? We're the initial two officers that tried to pull you over. When you pulled out of Alta. You dating him or something? Okay. So they let you borrow his car? You took it out, you were doing whatever you were doing.
You got some warrants too.
No, I'm not sure.
No, it's not.
Yep.
You're not supposed to check no door.
You check pockets and stuff?
I don't got no phone.
Are you wearing a shirt under here?
No, straight.
Bra?
It's nice, no bra. I promise you. No bra.
I gotta check anyway. I gotta give you a little check over, but I'm not gonna punch you anywhere.
Okay, look, no bra.
No, I see.
Yeah, hold on. So let's say everything. Oh. You got it? The jail! You pay! Hold on, I'm gonna take everything off.
That's not my own.
No.
We'll just take it straight back. I'll sit in the back with her.
You'll sit in that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna lie, shorty kind of thick. I might have to sit in the back with her too. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Hold on, no. All jokes aside. Ew, why she making that face though? Hold on, I might need to take that back. Hold on.
Yeah, we'll go back.
Put it back.
We'll be like, listen, Your Honor, we don't even think Ebony did it. I mean, she did it, but we don't even think she did. You know what I mean? That's usually what we start with because we give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And I don't even think you did it. I mean, I know you did it, but I can't.
I do TikTok.
What are you doing on TikTok?
First of all, hold on. Hold the phone. How many followers you got?
I have a lot. I do TikTok.
I didn't ask you that. How many? Don't tell me
10,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot. What are you talking about?
You got what?
I do TikTok and I do
Here's the deal. If it's 10,000 on TikTok, whatever, it could be bots, but if they're organic, if they're real people, it's real.
Spyware. I have two words for you.
Bruh, hold on. Y'all think I'd be able to get out of a ticket? You can get a ticket with 10,000? Hold on a second, bruh.
I
love China, man. I love TikTok.
This number,
How many on Instagram?
Over 5K.
Over 5K. What about you on Instagram? How many followers you got on Instagram? How many? You're all bashful. You're all like, I got a lot. I'm like, how many?
I do
You're
a lot.
like, okay, go ahead. You know what? You ever seen somebody like not answer a question?
Because you like something about Instagram.
Yeah. You want to talk about Instagram? Close your mind up. Very bashful. You're out there. Yeah, the same batch you're driving. So, what else? Dating boys and what? So you're dating animals. I can make money dating guys I probably would too. They make a fair amount of money for affairs. You make more than I do now, but
I'm sorry, it's hard to hear. I'm trying to see if I can pick up. This is the last one.
I told you I should just stop this.
You could have. Well, you could have. From when you first ran and the other 40 miles you decided not to.
you got a couple. I think
You had a few miles in between the
if you average an opportunity every mile, you had like 40 chances.
You know why you scared me?
Talk to me.
Because I'm like, why he telling me? I don't know. Because I told you I got that car from someone. I don't know what they got that car. He said turn the car off. I'm like, what the fuck did I do to turn the car off?
That's so funny. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. Let me be honest with y'all. Let me be honest with y'all. You know, I'm about my paper. You know what I mean? I'm about the bread. So I would have kept it cool. But there's a part. Hold on. Is this the part where she? Yeah, I think this is the part right here. Hold on. Bang, right there. Come on, man. I see the dilemma, but you supposed to be in charge, homie. You know what I mean? You supposed to be in power. You can't be, you know what I mean? Because then that shows like who knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? Nigga like me would have to turn the body cam off. Now, let me stop. That's not even funny. Fuck these cops. Stop. Fuck it, right? Let me see. Shooting his shot and the situation is wild. Nah, it is actually kind of wild. It's like, yo, bro, like you make damn near $200,000 a year and you're trying to court. But then again, I think he's just trying to hit. Like he ain't trying to fall in love with her or whatever. But you know, that's using his power. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know about that. But then again, it's like, I bet you shorty, like, yo, if you make these charges goes away, I'm gonna bust it open for you. Who knows? Maybe it's a win-win situation for everybody, though. You know what I mean? But I mean, a win is a win. That's funny. A win is a win. Now, what cops making $180K a year? Now, a lot of the cops, especially the cops in my state, a lot of them are doing like overtime fraud. There's a couple cops in my state that got arrested for that, actually. You know what I mean? Like a lot of them are doing overtime fraud. They fraud in the books. You'd be surprised, bro. You'd be surprised. It's a whole racket. You can definitely make $180K a year if being a police officer with some overtime mixed with fraud. It can definitely happen. Let bro spit game no matter what situation. Now, you know, how do I all right, let me be for real. How do I feel about this? This is shit. This is wrong. Yeah. All jokes aside, fuck this. Because I need you to be professional at all points of time. Anybody that can't control himself, trying to bat, even though that body is goddamn, like I get it, you know what I mean? But still, bro, you a cop, nigga, you got a gun, you're supposed to be pulling people over, you're supposed to be making decisions and all of this. Like, nah, bro. If you can't keep it cool in that situation, I can't trust you in no other situation. And I mean, I know I'm a man, I'm like, goddamn, look at them curves, but nah, bro, all them jokes aside, nah. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you know her name. You know what I mean? You got her address. Tapping with her off. Like, you, bro, it's like, dog, you know you're being recorded and all that. You can't even, like, you can't control your impulses that bad. You know what I mean? And then after that, he's going to get caught and going, actually, I can't even say that. You know what I mean? Let's just hope his wife is okay. Let's just hope this cop's wife is okay. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I don't know. I think this was kind of funny. Man trying to bro has zero self-control. Exactly. He has zeros. I was like, golly, bro. Yeah, that is a red flag. It's a red flag. That's what I'm saying. Like, I had to think about it. Like, all right, because you know, if this was any other situation, this would actually be kind of innocent. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, dude sees a pretty girl, thick, you know what I mean, wearing something tight. Oh, let me spit game. But it's just like, nah, bro, like you supposed to be working for me right now. You supposed to be working for us. You know what I mean? Like if I was working at McDonald's and I'm over here trying to spit game to every customer that I pull in, like I'm getting fired and they're not gonna take me seriously. You know what I mean? Who knows? Maybe I ain't moving. I ain't rolling, man. You know what I mean? Zero self-control. Get them off the force. You know what I mean? How long we been on? Where we at with it? An hour. All right. Make revolutionary content. I make revolutionary content. I know I'm not getting out of that ticket. They got rid of my. Oh, they did? Oh, I didn't even know you was on TikTok, Hurricane. Yo, Hurricane, let me tell you something, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I have a TikTok dilemma. Like, it's like the thing with TikTok is see, oh my god. So I'm seeing all these people that are getting their TikToks taken down and taken away, and it's scaring the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna lie, because it's almost like I can't take that platform seriously. But then after that, it's like, yo, like I got a real community over there. I would hate to have my shit getting taken down, bro. Like, I don't know. I would just hate that, though. I'm sorry that should happen to you, but don't worry. That's just going to get taken down. TikTok's not even going to be around much longer. I'm telling you right now, they're going to get it out of here. I don't see it lasting. I'm not going to hold you. I don't see it lasting, but nah, you need to go on Rumble. Rumble's where you got to go. You'll be making a, bro, you need to do some shorts, some scoops and Rumble. I'm telling you, you'll get an audience over there. But it's not gonna be like over here though. That's the only thing. So I don't know. I'm trying to switch it up over there on TikTok because they'll strike your videos if you just say anything crazy. So I'm just like, man, fuck that. We just gonna get this TikTok money, make some videos, and call it a day. All right. I'm tired. Oh wait, I wanted to do this Lizzo thing. I didn't. Oh, this is the only picture? Okay. Lizzo shares new photos of her weight loss in IG post. All right, good for her. That's Thanks, South Park. That's funny. South Park's fault. Pretty in both. Okay. We want you on my beats. She finna be right. Yeah, man. Like I don't know. Yeah, this is dope. This is dope. I've been saying it's a crime of God. Like it's a crime of nature for pretty big girls to be around, man. Yeah, you got more incentive to lose the weight if you got a pretty face. You know what I mean? If you got a pretty face, yo, you know bullshit. She do look like. Actually, nah, that might be a reach. Does she look like Meg? Yo, but then again, they all kind of starting to look alike. I don't know. But yeah, you got a pretty face, man. You got no reason to be big. You know what I mean? If you got an ugly face though, hey man, you gotta be positive about your body. You understand? But you're a little homie, 5-year-old. Oh, okay, that's cute. All right. I think that's it. Blueface. Oh, wait, Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse speaks on Carmelo. Yo, what's this Carmelo? Who's this Carmelo Anthony kid? So the left thinks what Carmelo Anthony did was self-defense, but what I did wasn't. Can someone please? What's this Carmelo Anthony story? You know what? We've been on here for what time is it? I think I'm gonna look this up on my own time. I saw a video of him talking about, he was in a car talking about, y'all gonna kill me, you ain't gonna kill me. Pretty much is what he said. Man wearing God Got Me t-shirt dodges stray bullet. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, but then if he would have got hit, would y'all have said, would you, what would y'all have said about the shirt then? I don't know. I mean, he got actually, let me not take that away. All right, God got him. God, let me see. God got me shirt sales after this skyrocket. Yeah. You know what? I might need to make. God got me shirts coming soon. Ain't nothing but God. Cause I remember that. God really did get him. God is real. Play the lottery, gang. That's funny. I don't know. I'm gonna stay away from this one. Good for him. I'm happy he made it. And that's it for me, man. And that was all I got. Your boy Coolin. Follow me on all platforms. Hopefully they still exist by the time you see this. But if not, I'm still rocking out where home is. Lizzo lost weight just so we don't make fun of her twerking anymore. But we still gonna roast her. Yeah, man. Nah. She that's what a lot of people saying. They're saying that bullying worked, so the social pressures worked. And yeah, man, like, hey, I think actually, what's funny? I don't know. It can work, but you have to be the type of person that can find the motivation in that. You do that to the wrong person, and it'll fuck them up. That's what it is. If you do that to the right, it got to be the type of person like Lizzo, but you're still playing on a fucked up emotion, like her losing the weight by getting bullied, even though the results are like voila, great, good for you, but at the same time, she probably went through a lot of shit. Like, she's probably reading through a lot of comments. Not to say like whatever, like people, but she probably went through a little bit of depression before she lost the weight. But now she's Gucci. You know what I mean? But now she's Gucci. But anyways, yeah. No, I got a skirt up out of here, man. That's it for the kid. I'm tired. I'm about to go watch some TV and cook it, man. But you know the vibes. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Enjoy your Friday night. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be here tomorrow. We're going to get it pop locking and dropping, man. Shout out to Hurricane JW, man. And Jill of all trades, man. I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all breathe easy, man. Peace out, man.